Hello, Wastelanders. This is Jewel Smith, otherwise known as Fiona, the Sole Survivor, level 107. With me, as always, is my main squeeze, John Hancock. And this is the first video I've made with my headset on. And what I'm going to do in my video series is I'm going to show you all of my settlements. I know some people don't really like the settlement building very much. I love it. I've played the whole game. I've played the main quest line. I've done the Far Harbor DLC. I've done the Automatron DLC. I have contraptions. I have Wasteland Workshop. I've built an arena, etc., etc. And now I just... Hey, guys and gals. Are there any gals? Is it all men?
Yeah. Yes.
All male patrol, huh? Okay. Have fun. Carry on. I did the Minuteman ending, so I am very much the general of the Minutemen. I'm wearing the captain's hat from Far Harbor that I earned by doing the captain's dance.
Yes.
And so I'm going to tour my settlements. I play on the PS4, so I don't have mods. I have to work within what I'm given, the hotbar. There are ways around that hotbar, but I try to stay within it, otherwise the game starts lagging when I'm in the settlements that are all built up. So the hotbar is full in the top right there. Then the game starts lagging very badly. But this is Sanctuary. This is the first settlement that I unlocked after leaving the vault. The vault is in the distance in the hills. And the first thing I did at Sanctuary was to go around and build a wall. And they kind of have a wall sort of built with these hedges here. But then in between the hedges and the buildings, I enclosed the whole thing. I am really weird about safety, I guess, and I'm really into RP. I'm really into role playing. So to me, it's like, okay, I'm Fiona. I wake up after 200 years has gone by. The world's gone to shit. My neighborhood's destroyed. My husband's dead. My kid is gone. And the first thing I would do is try to create a safe place for myself and for my son when I found him and brought him back. At least that's how I felt at the beginning of the game. And so I went around and I built up walls. Now at the time I built everything out of the junk walls like these here with the tires and stuff, but that burns up your hotbar really quickly. It fills up. Why do I still have a wall there? That's silly. And I built these walls all around. I had walls everywhere, walls, and I really thought that would matter. But it really doesn't. It really doesn't, because stuff, enemies still spawn. They just show up in the middle of your town. I mean, you can build a wall around everything and be super defended, and they're still going to just show up in the middle of your cabbage patch and start kicking things around. And it's just, I guess building walls I realized was sort of pointless, but I still feel for RP reasons that I needed to have them. I have safety issues, so I felt safer. And of course I have turrets galore. I don't know if you saw. Oh, I'm outside the buildable area, but I think my defense is like 212 here. And this is sort of the back door area where you come in when you cross the little rickety bridge from the vault. I have a wall here and I have a little back door for what it's worth. But yeah, so I've pretty much enclosed the whole thing, and that's what I do with most of my settlements. If it's practical and it doesn't use up too much of the hotbar, I like to enclose my settlements. I like to have guard towers facing all directions. I like to have turrets everywhere. It's just what I do. So here, as people cross the bridge, when I first started playing the game, Sanctuary Hills was literally sanctuary. I wanted it to be a place where all the settlers could come. Aw, I know you love me. I liked the idea that settlers could come here and be safe. This was going to be a safe place in this dangerous wasteland for people to come. So this was my processing center. This was the only place I had a recruitment beacon for a long time. So everybody would show up here. And then as I unlocked additional settlements, they would be sent out to those settlements from here. So outside here, I used this house, Spectacle Island. Oh, they'll be fine. I used this house, and I still think in my mind, this is sort of like where people can crash. This is just a safe place, other than, you know, the random weapons laying around. This is a safe place people can crash. If they need a little place to stay, they're wandering the wasteland. Not really used by anybody. Welcome, the Minutemen are here. Okay, so you go in the front gates. Now I wanted to put up streetlights ages ago, but I couldn't until I got the DLC. So I put up streetlights recently. But this is the Minutemen offices. And you come in here, the first building. And there's kind of a little museum to the Minutemen. And a little museum to me, because I am the hero of the wasteland. So there's my vault suit. There's Sean's rattle. That's the hat that I used to wear a lot. I wore this submariner hat that I got from the submarine quest. That is the Lorenzo artifact gun from the Cabot House quest. Yeah, so people can come in here and see like little, oh yeah, this is the General of the Minutemen. She lived here in Sanctuary, and this is the Minutemen headquarters, and all of my guards are Minutemen in all of my settlements. So I have these little barracks, and this is where the guards, of course the guards never sleep in the game. I wish they would. I wish you could set up shifts. There's probably a mod for that. There's a mod for everything, but it just seems weird that they're always on duty. They never sleep. That kind of, you know, goes against reality, but oh well, we live with it. So you come in, and oh, here's the little trading caravans can hang out here. Nobody's here at the moment, but I like to build these little spots for them, and I found out eventually that wherever you put one of these trading caravan posts, they will interact, the caravan guards and the people like Carla and Lucas and Cricket, they will interact with whatever's nearby. So they will sit in the chairs, they will cook, they will sleep at night if there's beds available to them. Ooh, something's happening? No? Okay, handled. So, anyway, this is where they hang out when they're here to trade, as Carla says. You're here to trade. Across the street, we have the drugstore. Hello. And that's the doctor for this little village. The waiting room. Chem station and all his chems. Refreshing beverage if you're addicted to something. Yeah, all the goodies. Right, so this is kind of the drugstore / hospital. Beds back here if people need them. This is the weapons and armor salesman. And the scavenger. I usually end up putting the weapons and the armor and the scavenger all together, because I just kind of feel like, you know, those all sort of go together. You would be scavenging. Hello, Marcy? Okay. Anyway, so, you know, they got a little armory in here. Are you guys taking the weapons out of here? They do that. They get attacked and they freak out, even though they all have weapons of their own. And then they run in here and start taking weapons. I guess that's what they do. Anyway, some places to sleep. People live in here. Sure, okay. Let's see. Wow, it's foggy. Of course, when I decide to do a video, it has to get foggy. I used some of the picket fences to fence in the cows back here. Moo cows. Hey, moo cows. Picket fences. Hey, moo cows. Bye, moo cows. And of course now we have these generators. This is added by, I can't remember, Wasteland Workshop, I think? Well, I mean, either that or the contraptions or one of those. But this was my old house before the war. And I didn't do anything with it for the longest time. I just left it alone. But then I moved on and I said, okay, all is done. I let people move in. Of course, I kept Sean's crib, and that's still there. But other people live here now. Oh, hey, Carla. And then this is the general store. Now, a lot of this stuff I built up before I had all the DLC. And then I had to come back and sort of redo some of it. I was glad when they added more light fixtures. That was nice. I basically just had those industrial lights or whatever everywhere, and single light bulbs everywhere. Like that one right there that's glitched out. And that one that's supposed to be glowing, but it isn't. I don't know why the light bulbs are glitched in my game, but they are. This is the clothing store. Pierre runs the clothing store. Hey, Pierre. How you doing?
Farm's not much, but it's something.
I know. Hey, you know, at least you're not out there trying to survive. You get a meal every day and a roof over your head. We'll visit Jamaica Plain later, but I've got that all fixed up. Oh, I just put that in the other day. There's nothing in it. Looking good, Pierre. He lives here with Gustav, and I don't know who's in this room. Gustav's one of the farmers, though. Impeccably dressed farmer, though, I should say. Oh, is that Gustav? It is. Hey there. And I recently added this little clothing factory for Pierre. And I realized that all of the clothing that this makes, the auto loom, the materials you need are always cloth and adhesive. Always, for everything. And you know what has cloth and adhesive? Duct tape. So basically, all the clothing you make with this, you're making out of duct tape. See, duct tape. Yeah, I know. I have cloth, I have adhesive in here. But if you just wanted to fill it up with duct tape, you could literally just make all of the clothes out of duct tape. And that makes me laugh. It's funny to think of people running around wearing duct tape clothes. We have a little basketball court over here. This is where all the food is grown in the center of town. It looks really nice at night because I have the tree full of lights. And maybe my next video I'll run around here a bit in the dark so you can see it at night. And then I have the bar in here. This is one of the first things I ever built in the game at all, was the bar. I was like, you know what? People need a place to unwind, and why are the pint glasses all over the floor? You people are a mess. You know, people need a place to unwind, hang out. Because the wasteland is a rough place. And I imagine people would want to drink a lot. Oh, there's Josie. Hey, Josie. I bought her from Erickson in the Far Harbor DLC. So she's the dog here. And I built this recreation center. This was also one of the first things I ever built in this settlement. Was the recreation center for people to have a good time. That's important. It's important in the wasteland. And this was the first place that I had people living in, and so that's where Mama Murphy's chair got planted. Hey, Mama Murphy.
Hey, we're gonna need a heavy hitter for the site to keep working. Buffalo ought to do it.
Okay, here you go.
Here. Go easy. Wow. Forgot how strong that stuff is.
Of course, Hancock liked that.
Here it comes. You're standing with the people, working together, united. I see a land filled with hope again.
Aww.
Fear falls away as the brave step forward to join the ranks. You're
That's
a
right.
hero, a symbol for a better world. Our world. Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, kid. Old Ticker just lurched there a few times. I'm fine, Willie. Just need to stay still.
Well, that's fine. I think that's the last time I'm ever going to need this site from you, Mama Murphy. You just chillax there in your house shoes and take a load off. Alright, so that's Sanctuary. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.